We did. It's very, very nice though, delirium, although it's a sipper. It's about 8.7%. But it doesn't taste it, that's the thing. And like I said, it's very regularly voted to be one of the best beers in the world. So if I were to be a couple of beers in, if I was a couple of deliriums in, then I would definitely need a cab home. That's sort of pint of wine territory, but it was very, very nice.
Yeah, now you live further away and stuff, it's harder to organise that sort of thing, isn't it? It is. Okay. John Scotter 15, otherwise known as Joshua's granddad, said, who's one player your club has sold or released that you would have back?
Well, this is controversial. What's Yestin Harris done wrong? No, not Yestin Harris. I'd take John Bateman back.
Of course, yeah.
There's a
world-class player in League One to see how it goes.
There's a dearth of Bulls players that I'd have back. Obviously a Burgess or someone along those lines, but I plump for Johnny B.
Well, for me...
Young John Bateman. When John Bateman was like... Do you remember when he was 17 and had a rat-tail ponytail?
Yeah.
And his missus and his other half and his 4-year-old son or 4-year-old daughter were at the sidelines. Proper traditional John Bateman. I like my John Bateman, young and rough.
Fair enough. This is a difficult question for me to answer because we signed them all back.
Yeah, they go away.
They all come back.
Yeah.
They go, get injured, come back.
Oh, well done.
Most recently, Dan Sargentson, who,
Christ.
If we need a centre in the squad,
yeah,
maybe slightly overpaying for him because of given how much he was earning in Australia, but
how much he was telling the coppers he was earning in Australia when he got arrested.
I don't think it's a terrible sign. Last time we saw him in this country, he was
very good.
One of the best players on the park in a grand final.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't have an answer because we sign everyone back.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe if someone that we haven't brought back, of recent times that's still playing, maybe Blake Green, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone else has come back.
Is he looking for a club?
Oh, Scotty Taylor, I suppose, at Hull.
Yeah, we never wanted to be. He didn't want to be there.
No, we just came, won a couple of medals, and then...
Did everything he could to get out.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Lee Whitnell says, a genie offers you a guaranteed England 2021 World Cup win in return for Bradford and Wigan not winning a game until then, or a quick hand job. And do you look him in the eye while you do it?
But... I'll do whatever he wants me to do. I'll take it. I'll take the shot in the face rather than look him in the eye if you want. If that was the alternative to Wigan, not winning a game until 2021.
Yeah. I've spent 10 years watching Bradford barely win a game. Another 4 isn't going to make a tremendous difference.
No,
so I would stroke off
and they can't get relegated any further.
Well, let's see. So there's always further to fall, isn't there?
Yeah,
we'll be playing Manchester.
There you go. Yeah, no, I'd be well up for the for the Shufty.
There you go. Look at that, 2 out of 2. I didn't think you'd. I didn't think you'd go for it.
What?
I thought you'd keep Wigan winning.
No, that's it. Yeah, I'm up for the hand job.
Fair play.
I'll give any genie any hand job they want if it means Wigan don't have to lose every game for 4 years.
There you go. Oh, I thought it was. So. England can still win the World Cup provided we tug off the genie.
Yeah. It's either or. Either Wigan lose every game or I give the genie a hand job. It's no brainer.
Piece of piss.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
At Wilco2205, so Mark says, well, if you wanted,
just a little bit.
Yeah. Mark says,
no one's going to believe you've done it anyway.
A zombie apocalypse suddenly breaks out. You can pick 3 rugby league players, past or present, to be on your team to help you survive. Who do you pick and why?
Right. Okay. So I gave this some thought because this is my sort of. I like these sorts of questions, and I'm a big fan of Walking Dead. So. There's 2 tiers in my squad, okay? Tier 1, which contains me, Brian McDermott and Tavita Vicona, and I'm pretty sure I don't need to elaborate too much.
Why Tavita Vicona?
Because he's an hard bastard.
Okay.
And Brian McDermott is ex-Forces, so he comes in handy. And then Billy Slater. Now, might not seem like the obvious choice to start with, but
it's not.
If you watch Walking Dead, you'll know that a lot of times people get killed and you don't want them to. And Billy Slater is such a popular rugby league player generally that people won't want him to die. And I don't particularly like that Millhouse-looking bastard. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to need someone to use either a human shield or to push in front of a zombie, and that's where Billy Slater comes in, allowing me, Brian and Tavita to make our escape.
Do you not think his footwork's still good enough to get round him?
Oh, at some point, I don't know if you watch. You don't really watch Walking
Dead. Yeah, I do,
At some point, your footwork's not going to matter.
Well...
And if he does survive, then brilliant.
Carl's a goner now, isn't he? So...
I don't know, I've not been watching. Is he really dead?
I
don't know.
No, he's not dead.
I've got loads of them online.
He's not dead.
I've got loads of this current series all queued up. I've not watched it yet.
He's not dead.
Okay. He probably is now. So
he's
Billy...
not dead as it stands.
All right. Oh God. So Billy. I'll tell you what though. The last series I watched, he was virtually dead. So Billy Slater was my shield. What have you gone for?
One of the first names that jumped into my mind was you want someone who's a bit nuts. This is a new sort of world. You want someone who, like you say, a hard bastard, but I want someone who fucking do anything. So I want Gareth Hock straight away next to me.
The real Gareth Hock zombies. Is he going to be
next to me? He's expanded his skills now because he can sell cars as well. So I
don't think it's so much sell cars as bully people into buying them.
I think you'd want like Michael McAlorum as well. These are my two people. Like I'm thinking of Michael McAlorum more like a Michael Hooker role of kind of just bonkers. Can sort people out, but he's got some skills behind him too.
You need a bit of bonkers in that squad, don't you?
I think he was doing like a plumbing apprenticeship or plumbing course thing alongside doing his job.
Why do people's trades outside rugby league matter? There's a zombie apocalypse.
I'm just thinking these guys have got other skills to bring to the table as well as the mental hardness.
Do you have the is plumbing and car salesmanship?
Transferable
into zombie apocalypse.
Well, once you're setting up your new Alexandria, plumbing is an essential part of that, surely.
I'll absolutely give you that.
And then the final piece of the puzzle, I think I do like your Brian McDermott idea because he's got some tactical knowledge about how to get into that sort of environment, so that's not a bad shout. I might make that my third.
Yeah, there you go. Superb. Okay, Fatboy Rob, one of many, although several of them are rewordings of previous.
Yeah, I meant to put these two the other way around because he first said, "Are either of you going to any of the Xmas per season friendlies?" But asked the actual question.
So still no, but he then goes on to say, "Are any of you going to the Christmas pre-season friendlies? Do you think Twitter needs an edit option for thick Yorkshire folk with fat fingers?" I'm not going to any pre-season, and yes, I do think it needs an edit option. Or just get a bigger phone. Are you going to anything? Are you going to Leeds Cup final?
No, I've got no plans to go to any. I'm not paying what they want for that.
No.
And to be honest, I'm normally doing other stuff.
Yeah, I floated the idea of going to watch Halifax on Boxing Day, and it lasted I have plans on Boxing Day, so it was just more to get a reaction than anything else, but it got the reaction I thought it would, we're not going to fucking Odsall in December.
I spend enough. Last time I was going to go to a pre-season friendly, I turned up at the ground and there was no game on, and that was up in Workington. To be fair...
Of course, it had been cancelled en route, hadn't it?
I had stayed in Keswick that weekend for my birthday, and I just floated the idea by, and Emma was happy to go because it was my birthday.
There you go.
But yeah, that didn't happen. But we then went on a walk to Air Force and found a £10 note in the car park. So, swings and roundabouts.
Sunset.
And then otherwise, I've only ever really been to testimonial games. Right. And because we don't host pre-season games anymore, really, at Wigan, I haven't been to any of those since Lockers.
Yeah, Jesus.
Because McAlorum's was away from home last year.
And
it's cold and wet, and I'm normally doing stuff for like my birthday and stuff like that. So no, I spend loads of money on rugby league.
Last pre-season game I went to, I can't recall how many seasons ago it was now, was when we played Leeds at Headingley, which is always a good go because we'd been relegated. It might have been the season before or 2 seasons prior. It was when Jimmy Lowes couldn't find an half-back anywhere, and we signed Rhys Jacks on trial, and that was one of his trial games. The lad that went on to play for Toronto.
Yes,
Jacks.
yeah.
So that was the last pre-season friendly I went to.
Brit Renegade,
yes.
So that's our good friend, the Electric Gigolo, Andy Barden.
Yeah.
He said, "Are you making the car stickers if we all pay a donation to the amazing Rugby League podcast you guys do so well each week?"
Well, yeah, we've talked about a few things, haven't we?
Yeah, well, Patreon's back on the cards because they changed the pricing structure or something that kind of screwed off the people who were paying, which felt a bit wrong, but apparently Dom sent me a message yesterday saying they've changed that back. So that's still on the cards for something. And then if we're going to do those sorts of things, we would want to give some gifts back as a thank you for the monetary gifts. So it's all
I think what we need
working
to do is
thing in our heads.
Actually have a proper sit down one afternoon between now and the start of the season to hash it out, don't we?
Probably so, yeah.
I think what we've been doing for the last month and a half is kind of just intermittently coming together for shows. So we'll need to do some strategising.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other than doing a show
since Grand Final.
The Grand Final, yeah.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. There you go. Okay.
Before that, it was probably Summer Bash.
So yeah, that's it. We just do shows.
Yeah. Challenge Cup Final.
There you go. We do shows and go to rugby matches. I don't know what more you want from me as a friend, really.
Presents at Christmas.
Presents at Christmas, yeah, good point. Good point. Well, I can't say how about a double up on your birthday. I sound like an absentee dad. Like the dad at the beginning, what's it called? At the beginning of Talladega Nights. Right, next question, and we're talking about rugby league news on this one as well. Wakey White says, can Ryan Hampshire step up and be the real deal for Wakey? What do you reckon? Another club for Ryan Hampshire?
Well, he's a Wakefield lad, isn't he?
He is.
So that might give him more pride. Maybe it's a 1 year prove it deal.
He's not going to get stuck at fullback, you suspect?
No, but
which he does, because he don't want to play at fullback.
He don't want to play at fullback. He'll probably be sort of a backup half and a backup winger kind of position.
I don't. Yeah.
So it depends how he reacts to not being a starter. Maybe not always playing the position he wants to play.
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff. But if he's getting old enough now that he needs to mature up and sharp up. The problem is people are going to keep still giving him chances because he's got loads of natural skill and ability.
Yeah.
So it's about him taking one of these chances and then not shoving it up the nose of the person who's giving him this chance when he starts whinging about what position they choose to play him in.
Yeah.
So I hope so, because he's got so much skill and talent that it'd be a shame for him not to kick on, step up and become a star of the Super League.
Yeah. And I would like to see him make a success of himself, because it's always good to see good, talented players performing on a weekly basis from an entertainment point of view. I had just written no/maybe.
No/maybe, fair
so, yeah, it all largely depends on, like you say, on his reaction. And, you know,
it's down to him.
Yeah, absolutely so. Okay, next question.
It's from David Powell, and he says, well, he first said, can you quiz SLP if you don't have the answer?
Right.
To which I said, probably not, because who's going to verify it? And the question he asked is, Sam Burgess is a dual code international. Can you name all other dual code internationals during the Super League era? Which I don't think there'll be a list that just verifies it. So that's why I thought it can't be a quiz question.
Yeah.
Plus, he asked me if it could be a quiz question, so I knew what the question was.
Did you write the answers down?
I just thought of a few that I can think of off the top of my head, like Joel Tompkins, Andy Farrell, Jason Robinson, Henry Paul, Shantae Harpy,
Lizzie Vanacola.
Yeah, did he play for England?
Played for England. Sonny Bill Williams is a dual code international.
Yeah.
Izzy Folau has played fucking about 9 sports internationally, hasn't he?
Yeah. Carmichael Hunt, did he ever play dual code? I don't know.
That's a very good call, actually, isn't it?
But they're not Super League players anyway, are they, I suppose? But yeah, so they were the names that immediately jumped. Kyle Eastman, I believe, has played at some level for an England side. It might have been an England side when there was a Lions tour or something. Denny Solomona did that, didn't he, last year?
Jonathan Dale, that's not Chris. Oh, Chris Ashton!
He never played for the senior team, but he might have played for an England that was an England when there was a Great Britain.
Yestin Harris?
Yes,
good
shout.
International.
Completely good
shout. I've googled it.
Is there actually a list then?
I'm just going through. Look at that, Barry John
Mather. Yeah.
Mather, there you go.
Yeah.
Brian Carney, dual code international.
Yes. He went and played a year at Munster, didn't he, after he came back from...
Well, now I'm getting into like black and white pictures now, so these are definitely not...
Super League
era. No, Dave Valentine, John Brass, Phil Hawthorne, Chris McKibbett.
There was...
Roy Kinnear. Kinnear's picture has him in a bow tie. Wendell Saylor, dual code international, but obviously not for...
Oh, and Lottie Takiri then will have been one as well. In fact, Lottie Takiri scored tries for Fiji and Australia at both league and union level.
That's a great shout. Matt Rogers, dual code international. Henry Paul.
Of course, yeah, he was the top point scorer in the 2000 World Cup, I think, Matt Rogers.
There you go. Alan Tate, Scott
I was going to say Alan Tate.
Ray Price, John Bentley, Alan Bateman. We're getting outside Super League now, though, but there's some... there you go. There's a longer list of it on Wikipedia.
But the ones that immediately sprung to mind were the sort of...
ones that are dear to our hearts. So
the Wigan players and that.
There you go. Okay, next question from Dr. Bob Phillips. Always a pleasure to hear from Dr. Bob. Carl Ablett is the answer. What is the question? God only knows what that question is if you're in Bob Phillips' house.
Who is nicknamed the cart horse?
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who is every rugby league fan's Marmite? I don't know.
That's it. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything. I can't think of anything better.
Who had 10 useful minutes of performance this season, but it just so happened to be in a final, so Leeds fans still think he's got it.
Yeah, Carl Ablett to me is the made in Chelsea